people saying that she trolled us. You swapped me to Team Paxton.
I'm just switching it up because I feel like people don't really believe that I am Team Davy. Robbie P was the inspo.
She said Twilight Core.
Yes!
What's up, Narcity? Guess who we're with?
Hello, it is I. It's Maitreyi.
So many actors, especially Canadian actors, they move to LA or Hollywood or New York the minute that their career really takes off, and your career has definitely taken off, but you're still in Saga.
Yeah.
Why did you stay in Ontario, and why is that important to you?
I mean, like, I get the move. It makes sense. I understand, it's sometimes easier to be like where, chaos is. But for me, like, family and my like friends, they're all here. That's like what grounds me. That's what keeps me like sane. In the end, we're all gonna die. So we might as well be around people we love, doing things that we love. Maybe I'll get out of Saga and I'll go to Toronto.
I love it. I have asked, is it true that you're still going to York University?
I can hold a fork, so I go to York. It is true. Human Rights and Equity Studies. Yeah, amazing. That is the degree.
And do you think that you'll move away from acting and maybe into advocacy in your future?
No. Like, hear me out. I was like, no. Advocacy? No. I think that's just something I will inherently always do, like, as just a human being, especially as a human being that is also a brown woman, right? In a career that has my face be a part of the brand. So advocacy is something that I'll always care about, and I would hope other people care about, But acting is what I love to do. Like, that is my career. Having the privilege to go to post-secondary, be able to afford post-secondary, because it is a very privileged, time for people. So because I can, that is why I am doing it. I do just like to learn. So, yeah.
I think that's incredible, and you are such an advocate and for representation on screen.
Thanks.
I want to ask, some fans on Twitter have called out, Mindy Kaling for her brown characters always ending up with white male leads. Yeah. And I want to talk to you about that, about how South Asian women in Hollywood are so harshly critiqued on these things.
I mean, women of color, for sure, are always harshly critiqued for anything. There will always be a reason to critique. And for Mindy, she's writing from what she knows. These are her stories. People can have an issue with that, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but you can't take away from someone's lived experience or the story that they want to tell. That is Mindy's choice. If she wrote just to appease other people, I think that A, it wouldn't be fulfilling for her, and that's just kind of sad. You're just writing for the sake of others and not for yourself as a creative. But B, it probably wouldn't be as authentic because it wouldn't come from her. Instead of first and foremost getting mad at Mindy, who really works hard and does truly have my respect, why don't we get mad at the people who make it so hard for women who look like Mindy and I to be at Mindy's level? That's the problem. If we had more people who looked like Mindy at her level, then I'm sure we would have so many stories. Because Mindy can have her types. I mean, I love brown men. Let's just put it out there. Okay?
We've talked about this before.
Yeah, we have. we have. I'm all about a South Asian man. Des let me down. Okay? I was rooting.
I was also rooting.
I was rooting for him. But regardless, I digress. If we had more people at Mindy's level, then I think people would be a little bit more easy on her. But alas, that's not the case. I get it, as in people, not every single South Asian girl can relate to me, and that's fine. I don't expect every single one to. I think that would be just unrealistic.
No.
I can only do what I can, right? And hope that other people come along the way and, people get the option to pick and choose who they feel represented by. In short, don't get mad at the women of color. Let's look a little deeper at the people who are creating barriers.
So we had an interview a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
I think you told me a little. So we got to get into it. I asked you, were you Team Ben or Team Paxton?
What did I tell you?
You told me Team Paxton. You told somebody else Team Ben.
Okay, this is the first time I'm getting confronted about this.
Yeah, this is a confrontation.
Do you feel betrayed?
I do, because I'm such a big fan of you, and when you put that tweet out that said, interviewers, please ask me this, I sent it, my producer Josh, and boss is behind. I was like, I'm so excited to ask her this.
Yeah, I lied. To everyone, not just you. I just kept switching, and I would make a passionate argument for each side.
I was convinced. You swapped me to Team Paxton. I was like, 100%. These arguments are all so valid.
I'm just switching it up because I feel like people don't really believe that I am Team Davy. I mean, Davy is the center of the show. I'm all about her and her journey as just like a individual. In interviews ever since the beginning, I've always talked about her self-love journey. I think both Ben and Paxton are great characters. But I just think like, Davey, you can do better than the high school sweetheart. Girl, come on. Like,
so true.
you know? But like, I did have fun seeing fans react. Chaos ensued.
I know. I was looking at the comments on the video that we did together at Narcity, and I was like, why are these people saying that she trolled us?
I trolled
went deep
everyone,
research mode.
and I would do it again.
Honestly, I like that.
When people say like, oh, she's so much so like Davey, if I've ever done anything in my career thus far that is very Davey-esque, it was that.
I love it. It's also kind of being Robert Pattinson. I don't know if you how he
Yes,
always like
oh my
lies
God,
in
yes,
interviews.
you get me.
Yeah.
That was the inspo. Robbie P was the inspo.
She said Twilight Core.
Yes, no, next like gig that I get, next press tour, I'm gonna make some lie about the fact like that I don't shower, like Robbie P. He like lied about the fact that like he doesn't shower. Obviously he does. He's like a face for like a whole perfume. He probably smells really good.
I mean, I'd take a whiff.
I'd take a whiff.
Like,
I'd take a whiff of Robbie P.
well, you basically just graduated. Never have I ever. We've
Yes.
had this amazing season's run. I love the finale. And now, looking towards the future, I know you've talked about wanting to do a live-action Tangled Rapunzel.
Yes.
We've heard all about it. But who would you fan cast as your Flynn Rider?
It has to be a fan of like, you know, Tangled. You can't just like be a hot guy. Flynn is not just a hot guy, okay? Good old Eugene? No. He is someone who like knows he's attractive, but deep down has a lot of insecurities, you know?
No, he's got layers.
He's got layers.
The smirk.
The
There's-
smolder.
The smolder.
The smolder. So I generally don't have an answer for that. I mean, I gotta get my foot in the door first.
You're like, I gotta get in first.
But it has to be someone who's a fan, and it has to be, yeah, it has to be a good personality matched in. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know, your fans are so passionate. You are,
Yeah.
you're an icon. You're so well loved.
Thank you. I don't know about icon, but thank you.
Absolutely. How does it feel to have your fans support you so much on your journey and wanting to be Rapunzel?
I straight up cried. I cried in Brazil while I was backstage in the middle of like the Tudum festival because I saw on Twitter that someone made a sign that said, "You can be my Rapunzel." And I saw like another fan in front of them like holding up the flashlight to like illuminate the sign for them. And then like all the fans have been saying like, "You can be my Rapunzel," like the people's Rapunzel and all that. And like that, regardless of, you know, anything, like that is so sweet. Because putting your dreams out there is very scary. It takes a lot of courage. So it's really kind to have people embrace your dream and let you dream, right? Like, yeah, people can be kind of mean at times when it's just like truly it's a dream. And if it happens, it's even better. Suck it up.
It's even better.
Even
You wanna
better.
see it.
But I'm not gonna let anyone tell me I can't dream.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our Narcity channel to see more content just like this.